Hey everyone, in the previous video we realized that the length of the scale drawing should be 8 inches and we realized the width should be 6 inches, right? For our scale drawing that's representing a much larger rectangular room for Madeline. But now the second part of the video explains how do we actually put this scale drawing onto the computer itself for the AIR test, right? How do we manipulate these features in order to do well on the test, right? So we've actually already done a lot of this already on our paper, but we need to do A and B. So it says place the numbers in the box to show a possible scale for the drawing. We're going to take one of these numbers and drag it into this box to show a possible scale. In other words, 1 inch or 2 boxes is equal to how many feet in real life, right? 1 inch on our scale drawing is going to be equal to how many feet in real life. And we've actually already figured it out, and we'll talk about that shortly. B tells us to use the connect line tool, which is right here, to create the scale drawing using the scale that we selected in part A. So we're going to start by doing actually part B first. What I'd like to do, I'm going to click the connect line button right here, connect line, and then I'm actually going to start in the corner, and I need to start making my length and my width. And the reason I'm making the length along the top is because the length, if you remember, is 8 inches and the width is only 6 inches. And to me, visually, is I can, on this like graph paper, this coordinate grid, it looks like this side is longer, right? So that should be the longer side, and therefore that's going to be the length. So we again click the connect line and click right in the corner, start right in the corner. It's going to make it a lot easier. And we need to know how far we should go. So should we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, 6, 7, 8 of these boxes? Or do we need to think a little more carefully? And if you look back up here, 2 of these boxes equals 1 inch, right? So if I go to right here, that's 1 inch. But the length of the scale drawing is not just supposed to be 1 inch. It's supposed to be 8 inches, right? So that's 1 inch. That would be 2 inches, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 inches. And then you click and you let the dot go, and now you can move around again, right? So this is our length of 8 inches. So what's the width supposed to be? 6 inches, right? So you've already got connect line it's already clicked, so you can actually click again in this corner, and it creates another dot, and now you can drag down, however far you need to go, right? So we need to go 6 inches. And remember, 2 squares is 1 inch. So that's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? And then you click again, and you drop it, and it just stays there. And now we need to just keep click and drag across. We need to continue making these lines so that we connect each corner in each side to create a rectangle, right? So we drop, we click again, and we go all the way up, and we click again, and there's our rectangle, and it's 8 by 6 inches, right? So we've created our scale drawing. That's awesome. What you could do if you want is you could actually drag one of these numbers and label, if you would like to, you could label each side length, and you just drag and you drop, right? And then the length, because we already did the width of 6, the length should be, as you know, 8, right? 8 inches. So we could just drag that there. That's actually not what it's asking you to do. It's actually asking you to place the numbers in the box. And the box is this box that's dotted right here. So we need to do that. We need to figure that out now. In other words, 1 inch or 2 squares is equal to how many feet, right? So if we think back to what we've already done, we know that a length of 8 inches is representing a real life actual distance of 24 feet. So the question is, how do we get from 8 to 24? And we already figured out earlier, we can multiply by 3, right? So 8 inches times 3 really equals 24 feet in real life. In other words, 1 inch times 3 will equal 3 feet, right? 1 inch in our scale drawing is going to equal 3 feet in real life. So there we are. So 1 inch equals 3 feet, right? So you can't click in here and then enter in a 3. You actually have to drag the 3 into this box. And we can double check to make sure that this is the right answer by thinking again about what we're doing, right? 2 boxes represents 1 inch, and we're going to say 1 inch represents 3 feet. So if we count 2 boxes, right, and we go along the length, this would be 1 inch, which is representing 3 feet. So that'd be 3 feet, 6 feet, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, and 24 feet, right? 8 inches is representing 24 feet. So that works. We did it correctly. And you could do the same thing for the width, right? 2 boxes is 3 feet, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18 feet, right? 18 by 24. So we know we did it correctly. This is our scale, and this is one possible answer choice for number 4.